Alright, it's Sunday night, and we're going to prep some Dungeons & Dragons. We don't often prep on Sunday nights anymore because, for the most part, Mythic Odyssey is pretty well prepped. They're kind of like set up for success for the most part. Every once in a while, we prep a little bit of extra content, but one of the benefits of running the same campaign more than once is that it's less prep each time. Allegedly. Not the case with my Red-Handed Doom group, but certainly with Mythic Odyssey and my Curse of Strahd games, definitely feeling it finally. That formula is finally taking effect. So, we were going to play tonight, but like one by one, we kept losing more and more people. So, Ori was on vacation, and then Will was going to be 2 hours late. And then David was going to be an hour late, and at that point I was like, we probably just shouldn't play, guys. I mean, there's only going to be 2 players for like half the session. So we aren't playing tonight, but I did want to finish up my prep, just in case I had a busy week. Might as well get the prep done now while I'm thinking about it. So, what prep is that? It is The Island of Gold by community member Kaleton. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Kalton. Maybe it's Kaleton, if he wants to go. I don't know. But this is a fantastic fan-written adventure. It adds a new island to the campaign, and in addition to the new island, it adds a new constellation, which is really cool. I don't actually have it added to this map, so we'll just theater of the mind it. I'm not gonna try to, create custom star animations to add another thing to the map here. It's already pretty chock full. I guess it could probably go in this like top left corner, maybe. But it is the Amphora, and it's got its own constellation. See that hoop of stars that tapers at the top? That's the Amphora, pouring out golden cosmic dust like a river of golden honey. It reminds me of a story. Long ago, the Dragonlords came to Thylea. Among their number were both heroes and villains alike, from noble Xander Horath and brave Rhizon Phobos to the fearsome Arkelander brothers. All had their reasons for venturing to this new land, fame, adventure, glory, but none among them desired fortune quite like the Dragonlord known as Midas. He sought to strip Thylea of its riches, and for his greed he was turned into a monster. His dragon tried to abandon him, but he turned on them for their perceived treachery, his gaze, turning them to solid gold. Now, this is a great story, but it doesn't really fit like the Constellation theme, because none of the Constellation stories actually have shit all to do with the islands. So this will be kind of fun, because this will be the first time that Kyra tells a Constellation story that actually has to do 100% with what is happening on the fucking island. I think he might have like a crisis of faith. He might be confused about if he's getting pranked or not. So I think that'll be pretty fun. Alright, so let's roll into this bad boy. Inhabitants. The Golden Medusa, Midas, was once a powerful Dragonlord, equal to many of the warriors in the Dragon Flight. Where Dragonlords such as Xander and Rhizon adventured for glory and to protect the settler races of Thylea, and the Archelanders sought to satisfy their bloodlust and their desire for dominion, Midas solely was consumed by greed. He desired material wealth like none other and amassed the great treasures of the Dragonlords. He acted as their quartermaster and treasurer, and is responsible for sequestering their greatest treasure, in the Mere Prison in the Nether Seas, and he hid several such caches across Thylea. Midas was cursed by the fates for his terrible avarice and turned into a Medusa. He uses the stats of Hythonia, which is a pretty decent stat block, with the following changes. When he petrifies a creature, they turn into solid gold instead of stone. Any mention of the word stone is replaced with the word gold. He is neutral evil. He wields the spear Battle Tax rather than using claws. This functions the same damage attack-wise, with the additional feature, when he rolls a nat 20 on an attack roll with the weapon against smaller or larger creatures, coins erupt from the wound he inflicts on the target, and the number of coins is equal to the damage dealt. And that's a pretty cool thing. It's kind of gimmicky. Midas should be run as a mythic encounter using the Shed Skin ability when he would fall to 0 HP. If you're familiar with Hythonia, she's got a pretty decent stat block for a Medusa boss. Midas' dragon. Midas rode astride the mighty bronze dragon Chrysos. During his time as a Dragonlord, the two infamously sought wealth as the most important tenet of their oath. They eventually attempted to abandon him after his transformation to a Medusa and shipwrecking on the then unnamed Isle of Gold. He petrified Chrysos when they told him of their intent and eventually had their huge body melted down to begin construction of his palace. Servants of the Golden Medusa. Midas is served by a clan of dwarves whose ship was attacked by Kentamane. They narrowly survived and their damaged vessel crashed against the gold-flaked shore of Midas's island. Midas subjugated the clan after he turned their matriarch and patriarch into golden statues. He now has the dwarves craft treasures for him from the gold of the island, largely by melting down the statues of those who he petrifies. The dwarves have served Midas for centuries, but could be willing to rebel against him if the heroes seem more promising than others who have come to the island in the past. Now, you know that I'm not going to let any of this stand as is. Here's a link to the adventure. Here, I'll put that into chat. Alright, hold on. There we go. Locations. There is the gold-flaked shore. Beaches that seem to shimmer like gold line the jagged shores of the Golden Island, or the Island of Gold. Flecks of gold can be found amongst the sand, and immense broken rocks and reefs jut up around the island, each shining with veins of pyrite, the better to lure sailors nearby with the promise of riches. Several shipwrecks can be found along the gold-flaked shore, the largest of which is Midas's ship, the Croesus. Midas, having been separated from the rest of the Dragonlords as he sought new treasures with his horde, was caught up on the reefs, and his magnificent golden ship was wrecked on its beaches. The Croesus, plated partially in gold, will never be seaworthy again, but its golden treasures could be repurposed. See Upgrading the Ultros below for more information. The Petrified Jungle. The jungle that covers much of the Isle of Gold is deeply influenced by the presence of Midas. The trees run with veins of gold like the walls of a deep and rich mine, and leaves of gold. Some pools of water appear to be filled with molten gold, and the many beasts that dwell in its depths are similarly marked. Serpents appear to have golden fangs and patterns of gold along their skin, while the stags have pyrite antlers. A golden ram dwells somewhere in the jungle, though it has been corrupted by the presence of the Golden Medusa and is lawful evil. It resurrects the dwarven servants who fall, returning them to Midas' service. It is a dreaded monster to all the dwarves of the island. That's right, evil golden ram. Fuck yeah. The Dwarven Village. The small village belonging to the dwarves who wash ashore on the Island of Gold are all rustic and free of material wealth, as all is offered to Midas. Their homes are decorated with fur, bones, and less valuable metals, as well as objects salvaged from shipwrecks, including their own from long ago. The homes are stocked with food, amphors of wine, and other simplistic comforts. The main feature of the village is a smithy with a large smelter. Here the dwarves melt down those who Midas has petrified and rework the remains into works of art or construction supplies for Midas's palace. Under Midas's orders, the smithy is under the guard of 2 veterans at all time. The dwarves rotate guard shifts frequently. When the party arrives, the dwarves are in the process of breaking apart and smelting down a killer whale that was captured and petrified into gold. Midas's Palace. Atop a craggy, windswept section of the island is a series of cliffs made of white marble. Nestled in this scenic region is a small golden temple where the ancient Dragonlord dwells. Here he sits stewing in his madness, counting coins like the terrible miser that he is. The palace is made of gold, salvaged from Midas's ship, the Croesus, as well as its gold from other sources. Midas's petrifying gaze turns creatures to solid gold, and he has his servants melt down the gold statues and turn them into materials to build his palace. If the Greater Restoration spell is cast on portions of the palace, they turn into quivering mounds of flesh, a great conglomeration of countless bodies and souls entrapped in Midas's temple, to his own avarice. If the flesh is restored, it atrophies and dies not long after, as it lacks a means of breathing and performing other basic functions. Yikes. Hey, Scouttrick, what's up? When facing Midas, when humanoids land or erect on the island, Midas dispatches a team of 4 to 6 dwarven veterans, 2 dwarven gladiators, led by a dwarven champion, all equipped with gold leaf weapons to capture them. He seeks to turn them to gold, melt down their bodies, and use the gold for new coinage, treasures, and to make golden bricks to further the construction of his palace. If the party is defeated, I sure hope they aren't, by 4 to 6 veterans, 2 gladiators, and 1 champion, but I mean, maybe this is the first island they came to in chapter 6. I don't know. If the party is defeated, they are manacled and bound together with chains and brought to Midas's palace. In combat, Midas attempts to transform people to gold. He uses animate objects to control silver coins, the better to overcome potential resistances. And uses his spear to down enemies but not slay them, as he has other need for their physical forms. In combat, Midas is accompanied by several golden statues, using the stone cursed from Mordenkainen's Tomb of Foes. So very cool pull on that one. Treasure, he has the battle tax. It's just a +1 spear that on a nat 20 makes a small amount of money. It's a cool idea, but it could definitely use some pumping up. Midas's hoard, 25,000 gold coins, 5,000 silver, 25,000 copper, which are embedded in his floor. Apparently he did one of those tacky, like, penny resin floors. You got Midas's crown, several dozen golden statues of various races, primarily humans and dwarves, some art objects of solid gold, a treasury chest, a golden chest that functions as a bag of holding but can also store an infinite amount of coinage. That's a pretty dope item. Let's see. A golden alchemy jug that only pours honey, water, and golden wine that tastes honeyed. Midas's throne, which is worth 5,000 gold if the gold is stripped from it, or 8,000 if sold to the right buyer. Midas's ship, which will never be seaworthy again, but has cool shit you can steal from it. The statues of gold are worth about 7,500 gold each, which is pretty cool. If anybody knew the true nature of the figures, they would probably not want to purchase them, because, you know, they're horribly cursed. Somebody that would be Hexia. Hexia would think these are pretty fucking cool. They also mentioned that Lord Nerdagan might purchase one or two, but that's about it. Let's see. While the wreckage of Midas's ship will never be seaworthy again, you can steal a bunch of shit from the ship. So, there's a golden cannon. This is an arcane cannon as per the Explorer's Guide to Wildmount. Fuck yeah. The golden leaf. This has blinding light. As the command of one of the sworn oaths of the Ultros, the golden plating adorning the sides glows immensely. And it can blind anyone that's not part of the crew. And then golden ore plating. The Ultros now requires one fewer day to travel between islands. So yeah, there's some pretty good rewards for going to this island. Plus, they have been sent here in Mythic by Helios, god of the sun, who is going to answer questions 3 for them. And if they do an exceptional job, he may even give Julian the key to the Dragonlords' floating fortress. We'll see how it goes. What I'm thinking is maybe that Helios doesn't have the key. Maybe we would add that to Midas's hoard. Might be kind of cool. So something to think about, because he is like the quartermaster, right, of the Dragonlords. So him having a key to their island, their floating island, that kind of makes sense. Could be cool. Just saying. So yeah, that's the adventure in a nutshell. So what did we do to pimp this adventure? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and make a copy of this adventure. And I'm going to put Crash Gem at the front of it. And then we're going to do a couple of things to save our eyeballs here. So let's see. We're going to go to Format. I think it's Format. Maybe it's Edit, File, Page Setup. I can't ever remember how to change the format. I'm so dumb. Hold on. Format, text, clear formatting, page registration, tools, file. Whole document. It's fine. We'll just do this. And then we'll go here and do this. Beautiful. Alright. So, the Island of Gold by Kaleton. Hacked to pieces by Crash Gem. All right, because I can't ever let well enough alone. You guys know that. So let's see. There we go. All right. Okay. So we'll do like this. I've really got to update this, all this text, honestly. Whatever. Alright, so what are we doing to change things? So, let me walk you through it. I don't have an island map. It'd be pretty cool to have an island map. I don't have an island map. If we wanted to, we could Photoshop an island map pretty easily. So maybe we should do that. So let's see. They're leaving the island of Helios. What are our options here for pre-made islands? We could take this island right here. Let's see what we could do with this. I mean, I don't want the island to be particularly large, TBH. So this is the Indigo Islands. We'll open this up in Photoshop. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using real Photoshop or beta Photoshop. Oh no, beta Photoshop. Yikes. It's new and it's scary, and I'm not sure I'm ready for it. Well, let's hope it doesn't fuck things up too bad. All right. So what we want to do? Yes, generative fill. Learn more. Teach me. Make a selection using non-destructive stuff. All right. Try generative fill to install. Yeah, I'm in beta, baby. All right. How do I use it? Oh, I got to go to this website to look at it. All right. How to use generative fill? Generative fill. Make a selection. Use any selection tool. Access generative fill in the contextual taskbar that appears. Oh shit. All right. Sure. So generative fill. Okay. A lighthouse. Generate. Oh. Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna put. Yeah, I agree. Sure. Let's see. Remove island map. Just use border. All right. Let's see what happens. I've never used this tool before, so I'm kind of curious. Like, holy shit! Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, it ain't great, but it's pretty neat. I mean, I could have, I'll be honest, I could have done the same thing just by using, like, native tools. But it is kind of cool that it did it. Anyways. So, I'm going to take this, and I'll just do it myself. Sometimes the greatest tool is just being a goddamn human being, showing up for work. Alright. Okay, so we just need the Island of Gold to be relatively small. Nice small boy island with like maybe like one landmass in the center. Evening all, how goes the day? Thought I'd stop by and chill while working on my own D&D setup. Well, you are welcome to hang out, said Gladiator. You are welcome to hang out indeed. Alright, let's go ahead and grab... I like where this is going up here. So grab this chunk right here. And I don't need generative fill because I'm a dinosaur. I'm a Luddite dinosaur, Luddite, and I'm just not ready to have the AI do all the work. Don't tell Orpheus. And then we'll grab this little bit down here. Yeah, just a little bit down here. All right. And then for now, we will try to mush these guys together. So I'm thinking like this. And we could maybe go like that. And yeah, I don't think there is an Island of Gold map. I probably could have just checked with Kaleton or Kaleton and seen, but I don't know. I think we could make it work. All right, we're gonna connect these two together, and then I'm gonna grab all these, and I'm going to say, fill out this island map. Let's see what it does. No, that's terrible. Okay. What am I missing here? Invert selection, transform selection, create a mask from selection. Okay. Generative fill. Finish this old-fashioned island map. I probably need to take like a class or something to learn like the right prompts for generative fill. Jesus Christ, man. Alright, I'll just do it my fucking self. Alright, let's see. We need some edges of the island here, so we'll go ahead and grab some of this. And we need the other side of the island, so we'll go down and grab this. Okay, that should be enough to sew this thing together. Alright. Do like that. There we go. And then drag this guy over right around here. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Alright. That seems pretty good. Okay. So we're going to go in here, and let's see. Yeah, that works for me. Go here and do a little bit of this. Nope, that doesn't work. Alright, let's combine them all together. Let's see. We'll grab this. There we go. And this down here. Alright, that works. Alright, grab some of this over here. Beautiful. Alright. Excellent. That is more than good enough in my opinion. Alright, so I'm gonna duplicate this now. And I'm going to try and make the whole fucking thing gold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all of this, do a new layer, and I'm going to go here, and iridescence. Nope, we don't want iridescence. Where's our fucking metallics at? Let's see. Neutrals. Ah, fuck. Alright, hold on. Metallic. Where are my metallic gradients at? Damn. Alright, I know where we could steal one from, since apparently I don't have it in this version of Photoshop. So let's go to our active tokens. We will go to Odyssey tokens. Sure. Alright. And we got gold right there. So let's see. We will copy layer style. I'm going to go here and I'm going to paste layer style. Hey, and it's gold now. Good enough. Alright. So we're going to go in here and get rid of all the bleed over into the nearby ocean. There we go. Alright. Again, we just need to show this map for like 5 minutes while we read to them about the thing. This isn't like the most campaign-defining shit that's ever happened. Alright, we're going to turn that back on. So that means we need to fill in the rest of this map with ocean. Alright. So, we're going to go here. And we're just going to keep painting ocean everywhere so we get the whole fucking thing filled up. And the more we do, like, the easier it's going to get. Are there easier ways to do it? Absolutely. But this is what we're doing, so there we are. Alright. Ocean. Alright, and then we're going to go here and use this to erase all that. Good. And this kind of gives us like a nice blank canvas too. If we, God forbid, wanted to try and make another custom island, we would already have this in place. Alright. And it matches the existing art style too, so that's a plus. Alright. So now we will smoosh these dudes together. Make this guy bigger, because it looks kind of silly to have him so small. Shit. It looks kind of silly to have him so small on this map. I am not enjoying the beta version of Photoshop very much. It's trying to do a lot of things to help me that I don't actually need it to do. Oh my god. Just be Photoshop. Alright. Let's see. Oh my fucking god. Use the... No, I want the erase tool. I know what I want. I want the erase tool. Oh my god. Okay. I'm clicking the erase tool. I want you to stay the erase tool. There you go. Alright. That was weird. I feel like I'm being bullied by my Photoshop. It's like, nah, nerd. It's AI time or nothing. What do you talk about wanting to do your own work? Why would you have downloaded me if you want to do your own work? Alright, now I could use this. That's cool. Alright. So yeah, there's the Island of Gold. It's just a little nugget in the middle of the field. Am I proud of this work, you might ask? No, not really. But, you know, it's doing what I need it to do, which is providing me with an island map custom to this adventure. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Fuck. What now? Did it crash? Oh my god. My Photoshop just crashed on me. I don't understand. Oh no. This isn't the right Photoshop. Let's see if it, oh man. Alright, hold on. Photoshop beta. Did you save my work? Oh, I'm working on some modifications to a fan community made project. Listen, Photoshop, just go fuck yourself right now. Seriously. This is where you saved my work at? Oh my god. Alright, hold on. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go ahead and save it out. And... let's see, I'm going to save it to my work files for now. We're going to leave beta behind. We're going to go to real Photoshop. And we're going to uninstall beta because I'm not ready for all them AI tools when slowing me down. I could have finished that map so much faster if I hadn't been messing around with it. Alright. So let's try this. I'm going to go to our work files folder. And I will try to grab the map that we started making. And then we will finish it here in regular Photoshop. And all will be well. And all things are well, etc., etc. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so we have an out of bounds, so we don't accidentally get rid of our border, and let the erasure begin. Alright. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Nope. Now, it would be pretty cool if I went and got the goldfish from, like, the big world map and put the goldfish on here, because technically there is a goldfish, and I want to show you guys the cool goldfish, but I have to, like, survive building this fucking map first. So, let's get that out of the way. Let's see. There we go. And what I'll do is I'll select everything, and I'll do a feather to kind of like clear out that border. There we go. Perfect. Go in here, clean that up a little bit more. Love it. Alright. Now I said that there was like a goldfish. So if we go back in here and we scooch on over to the world map, you can see that there is a goldfish right here. Look at that cutie. So I'm just going to take his picture and I'm going to put him on our map for funzos. Let's see. Where is he? Alright, hold on. There we go. So I'll go ahead and put him right there. Get rid of the area around him. There we go. Cool. So yeah, look, there's just, for some reason, there's a fucking goldfish on the map. Alright, so now I'm going to save it one more time, and then I'm going to flatten the whole thing. I'm going to save it out as a WebP, and we'll call it Odyssey of the Dragonlord, Chapter 6, Isle of Gold. Save it out. Alright. That took way longer than it should have, but I don't know. Felt like doing it. Alright, so heading back over here, we will just load that into the maps folder so that we have it ready for next week. So go here, and we'll grab the Isle of Gold, and we're good. Alright, great. So, let's look at the actual adventure. I have some maps already prepped for it. I have it under the Garden of Helios because he's the one that started the whole mission. So, Golden Seas, this is going to be sailing into the island. Look at how gold everything is. Look at this sweet boy right here. This is a goldfish. A goldfish, you get it? I don't know why he's got these weird boofs on him, so let me get rid of those. There we go. I'm going to delete all this. Alright, so this goldfish is possibly the strongest monster I've ever made. Makes sense, because it's a goldfish. So anyways, they're sailing in to the island of gold. Everything's gold. It's fantastic. This goldfish attacks them. I love it. The goldfish is a modified shipwrecker sea serpent. I changed its moves to be cute, though. So it's got Cuddle, Bubble Beam, it's Coming Around, and Swallow. Yeah, so this is a pretty cool monster. The idea, and he does have a little stomach map here in case they end up in his stomach. We do need to add some walls, though. I don't think I had walls added yet. So let's see, we're going to do snap, regular walls, square. So we'll drag this over here for that. And then we've got the stomach down here. I'm just going to put a bounding box around the stomach, not going to stress it too hard. And then that is that. So as they're sailing in, they're going to get attacked by this goldfish. Yes, this is the antithesis of worthless fish. This guy's fucking amazing. So then they're going to make it in to the beach. And I don't actually have a golden beach map. I guess I could make one real quick. It didn't occur to me that I might want to have one. So let me see what I got in my compendium. Alright, we got Maya Beach, Andy Beach, Orin Beach, we've got Kyra Beach Episode. Oh, those are all like sexy pictures. Alright, let's see what else we got. Basic Bitch Beach. Tropical Beach. Fire Island Beach. Golden Heart Beach. Do you think they'd notice if we use Golden Heart Beach? Let's drag it over. Alright. I don't think they'll notice. I don't think they'll notice. Is there any walls or maps here? Not really, it's just the fucking map. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the map. I'm going to duplicate Golden Seas. Yeah, that works. We're going to delete Golden Heart Beach. Here we go. Yeah. We're going to go over to Golden Seas. I'm going to get rid of that and that. I'm going to paste that in. And thanks to our crazy lighting, it's all gold already, baby. There we go. Oh, shit. Rotation not working. Why? Why so bad? Alright. And let's drop it right about there. That works. Okay. So, we'll get rid of this. We'll send this to the back so the boats are on top. Nice. There is a shipwreck described. So, we'll go ahead and have the shipwreck also. And then we're going to change out the wall situation. So let me grab all these walls and delete them. We'll throw a new wall on there. Yeah, if you use the lighting tools in Foundry correctly, you're pretty much going to be able to change any map into, you know, whatever you need that map to be, which is just great. All right, let's see. Okay. It's kind of killing me here. Alright. There we go. So that's lined up good. We got to go and see if we got any shipwreck. That would be... I think Chimera Queen had some shipwreck in hers. Let me see. Chimera... Monster Lair. There we go. Alright, so we'll grab that, and then we'll head back to the Golden Seas copy. And we'll paste that in, and then this will be like the wreckage of his ship. There we go. That's like what's left of his ship. Oh, nice. Alright, that looks pretty cool. So we'll put that right there. And now it matches the description of the adventure. Perfect. So we're going to go in here. And we'll change this Golden Seas to be Golden Shores. I might have a weakness as a DM. That weakness is I like people to get eaten by monsters. I think that's one of the greatest things that could happen is getting eaten by a monster. I have been told it's some kind of fetish, but, you know, it is what it is. So, after they get done with the shores, what about these dwarves? So, instead of dwarves, I'm going to go with troglodytes, but not the Dungeons & Dragons troglodytes. I'm talking about the World of Warcraft troglodytes that look like cave dudes. My thing is a long time ago, there were dwarves that got shipwrecked on this island, like a big battle cruiser full of dwarves, but they basically had no resources on the island, and eventually they went savage and cannibalistic, so it's like crazed cannibals. Anyways, Dragonlords are pretty badass, so when he showed up on the island and got stuck here, he immediately like enslaved the cannibals of the island. And then their dwarven-like heritage, their deep-down dwarven DNA, it still craved gold and smithing, and so he kind of reawoken that for them, and so that's where that's going to be coming from. Where do they live? Not important to the fucking adventure, but it's underground, if you must know. I'm not going to deal with that. That's outside the scope of the adventure as far as I'm concerned. So, as they start exploring, they are going to find themselves on the Golden Falls. Behold, the Golden Falls. It's just afternoon maps that has been desaturated and has gold laid all over it. Here are my troglodyte boys up in the corner. These troglodytes are just modified hill giants because my party members, not party members, my PCs, they are very strong and they would be insulted if they weren't fighting at least hill giants. So these guys have basically modified hill giant stats. They critically hit on a 19 to 20. They can throw you around. They got golden chains to wrap you up with. They've got their gold chains with war picks at the end, like Surigamas. They can choke you out. Their frailty is greedy. So when they're presented with wealth that is not gold, they must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become distracted, suffering a disadvantage to everything that they try to do until they get their hands on that sweet, sweet treasure. They're a little jaded on gold. I don't know why. So anyways, as the party is trying to cross over this river, why would they try to cross over the river? Because my players are good sports, that's why. And I would tell them that this is the best way to get to where they need to be, so they're gonna cross this fucking river. Anyways, so as they're crossing this river with water walk, by the way, so it ain't even a hard ask, 5th edition D&D Magic, they're going to be attacked by these guys. As they're fighting these guys, the goldfish from earlier, or just another goldfish if they somehow defeated the goldfish from earlier, is going to swim up this river, and he's going to fucking Magikarp his way up this waterfall, and he's going to start wrecking havoc on everybody, the trogs and the player characters alike. Mwah, chef's kiss. So, when they go further in, they're going to find themselves in the Golden Wastes. This is a land that has been pillaged for all possible resources. And prowling these wastes are going to be gold cursed, as per the adventure, and golden lions, right? It was just sitting there. Golden lions. Why don't put the fucking golden lions in here? They only got to be on one island. So we got some golden lions that'll be in here, and then some gold cursed. They'll make it through here, and then they find themselves before the Great Golden Temple, the aforementioned temple that he's been building out of people. Look at this Seppuku map. God damn, it looks good. So this here is this gold palace. Obviously, they're going to want to go inside. Who is sleeping in the doorway? The evil Golden Ram. Now, this Golden Ram, I'm pretty proud of it. This Golden Ram is... Oh, I should probably be checking the previous maps for... walls, actually. Hold on. Let me rewind. Golden Falls. Don't think I have any walls on this map. Nope. So let's see. Let's draw them walls. Oops. God damn it. I know, 15 minutes to the game, but there's no game tonight, phone. It's okay. So we're going to drag this down like so. And hit that. We're going to have the stomach map. Just in case, winky face. Alright, then we're going to go to the Golden Wastes, and we'll draw a bounding box around that map. Alright, so then we go to the Golden Palace, Golden Temple, excuse me, and we'll draw a bounding box around that map. Golly, that's a tall map. Alright, so like I was saying, really proud of this monster. This is like Golden Ram on steroids. Dude's rocking 19 armor class with a 400 hit points. I honestly feel like his armor class should be higher, but then I remember that gold is kind of soft, so we'll leave it at 19. He's got a flight speed, a climb speed, regular speed. He's a pretty speedy boy. He is based on a blue dragon. So if you go through, you will see like a lot of things are similar here. He has these hooves that against a prone target, this attack also causes a lingering slow effect. He's got these ram horns that targets that are hit by it are pushed 20 feet and knocked prone. No saving throw, just happens. Also, against creatures wearing metal armor, this attack has advantage. This attack also deals some lightning damage as well, because this ram is so woolly that he's just constantly charged with electricity. It's got Blinding Radiance as a reaction. If he takes fire, lightning, or radiant damage, he glows with intense brightness. All creatures within 300 feet must con save or be permanently blinded. If the damage dealt was lightning, his woolly discharge recharges immediately. Sounds disgusting, woolly discharge. His woolly discharge is essentially a breath weapon, but it's a 40-foot radius around the ram. Every creature in that area must make a dexterity save or take 12d10 lightning damage. Failure by 5 or more results in ongoing paralysis. I like failures by 5 or more on higher level monsters because it's more exciting than just recording fucking hit point damage. What can I say? Multi-attack. It can make 1 ram attack and 1 hoof attack. It is conductive, so it has a damage shield. Every time a melee attack is made against it with metal weapons, the attacker takes 2d10 lightning damage. This is not a range-based thing, so if you've spec'd out a polearm user that can attack from 15 feet away and using metal polearm, you're still going to take the damage shield damage. He has Alert, which gives him +5 to his initiative. When he is bloodied, his Chain Lightning ability will recharge. He can cast Chain Lightning once per day, but if he gets bloodied, he gets back the Chain Lightning cast. He has a charge feature like a normal ram. He's got Paragon actions, Paragon defenses, and like all Golden Rams, he can also cast Greater Restoration, Cure Mass Wounds, and Resurrection. So, pretty cool. I think it's going to be a pretty cool fight. Now, of course, while they are fighting him, out of these golden sands will rise all sorts of gold-cursed individuals. These gold-cursed people, their main thing is to grab a hold of you. The longer they maintain a grapple on you, the more likely they are to turn you into gold statues. And if it looks like they're whooping this dude's ass, we'll just have a bunch of trogs just run out of the temple. Where did the trogs come from? It doesn't matter. They came out to help. The end. So, what happens inside the palace? Is it a dungeon? Are there all kinds of cool rooms to explore? No, I'm lazy. Inside is treasure. So they go inside, and the whole building is just filled with treasure. From floor to ceiling, molten gold just dripping. I know those are stalactites, but we're going to tell them it's molten gold that's just dripping from the ceiling to the floor. Gold everywhere. What are those hidden monsters, you might ask? Those are Horde Golems. Horde Golems are a lot of fun. So Horde Golems are basically mid-range. They're not as good as Stone Golems. Well, you know, so they're kind of like more fun than a Stone Golem. Anyways, they're made of treasure. So there's going to be that, and of course there's going to be some mimics. Got a couple of mimics in here as well. And then there'll be, it shouldn't say easygoing mammon. That's definitely not what it should say. It should say, well, first of all, it should link the actor. So let's go and take care of that real quick. Let's see. Midas, the golden god. All right, that's what it should say on the prototype token. Mammon, that's crazy. You saying I took the mammon character and I just applied it here? Anyways. So Midas, the golden god, I made him large following World of Warcraft rules. Obviously, if you're a strong boss, you are bigger than normal. I increased his battle tax spear. It's a little bit cooler than what is described in the adventure. So battle tax is an elegant spear of suture strong gold. It gives you a +1 bonus to attack and damage roll. It is a keen weapon, so its crit range increases by 1. If this weapon deals the killing blow to a creature, the creature explodes into a pile of treasure and broken body parts. Use treasure appropriate to the level of the creature. This ability drains 1 charge from the weapon. The weapon has the number of max charges equal to your proficiency bonus, and all charges refresh on the 1st of each month. So you really can't use this too often, but when you do, you could get a lot of extra treasure. And that's pretty fun. And I'll just use my Nord Games treasure cards, and I'll just draw a card from that deck and just give them all the treasure that's on that card for the monster of that level that they use it on. So I think that's kind of fun. It does require attunement, so, you know, it's tough. It's a tough sell. At this level, when you only have 3 attunement slots, it's a tough sell. So his other abilities include shooting red-hot coins at you. He, like, flicks coins at you. The coins embed in your flesh and cause a cumulative 1d4 penalty to all d20 rolls. So the more of these you have stuck in your body, the more penalized your rolls become, which is really crazy. He has venomous hair, and that hair can poison you, lingering. If you fail 2 lingering saves against this poison, you die. That's it. You just fucking die. You're done. So I hope you make the save. Fun times. He's got a withering touch. Hunter x Hunter, haha, what do you mean? So his withering touch is he touches you, and then a random limb turns to gold, which is really bad. You don't want a random limb to turn to gold. His AoE is called Avalanche of Greed. He spills a wave of red-hot coins from his hands. It causes bludgeoning and fire damage to everybody. And then, if you fail by 5 or more, one of your limbs is turned to gold. So it's really dangerous. Let's see, using his Paragon actions, he can cause golden spikes to erupt. So he's got like a advanced spike growth, but it's like gold spikes. His layer actions include creating additional horde golems, making everyone affected by the Incite Greed spell, casting heat metal on all the coins that he's put into people's bodies. And then in the lower room, that's right, because he's a mythic encounter, there is the golden gases, which you will see in a second. And then he also has a Paragon action called Rain of Coins. For 1 Paragon action, he attacks with his coin flick 5 times. He also has a handful of cool spells, including Wall of Fire, Flesh to Gold, Incite Greed, Tongues, Teleportation that he's going to use to go to the next encounter, and so on and so forth. The dude is pretty tough. His weakness is actually silver weapons, because he's like all about gold, you know what I'm saying? So if they attack him with silvered weapons, that is really good. He has immunity to fire and to poison. Overall, kind of a badass. His only condition immunities are charmed and poisoned, so he can be crowd controlled pretty easily. His saves are decent, but he doesn't have any actual proficiency in saves. I feel like he should, though. So maybe we will give him Charisma and Dex. That seems pretty good. So those saves are just... He's just not getting banished, I guess. He's just not getting banished. All right. So what happens when he hits his... oh, I got to add a wall here. Hold on. I think I already did, but let me check. Nope, I didn't add it. There we go. So he's going to retreat downstairs, and then they're going to look around, and the way to go downstairs is going to be a staircase hidden inside this treasure chest. So if they open the treasure chest, instead of treasure, there's going to be stairs that lead down. Just go with me on this. So they go downstairs to the Golden Throne. This is another Zafiku map, and it's specifically for the Midas Medusa, because Zafiku is on the Odyssey Discord server. They pay attention to things, and they straight up made a variant of this map for a Golden Medusa. What incredible support. It's amazing. Now, this map does not have any walls set up, so we're going to have to draw those real quick. So you're just going to have to bear with me as I draw these walls real quick, because I need to finish drawing them. Everything's moving really slow because I have all these particle effects. And I think that's why I didn't bother doing the walls before, because it was a real pain in the ass. I could turn off all the particle effects and then turn them back on, and that would probably make my life easier, but I ain't about that easy life. No, I should probably turn it off because this is taking fucking forever. It's all like the special effects and whatnot. It's really just killing it. Like, I bet if I did a new scene and I copied the map over and I tried to light it there, it would go like really fast. But this is going to take the rest of my life, actually, to put the walls in here. So we might have to do that, actually. All right. So let me grab this, and we will do tile template. Tall drag this over here. Man. Like, these effects are really cool, but they chew up resources. They chew up resources. Alright. So this is what the map looks like without all the weird filters and shit on it. It's very beautiful. Let's go in and let's make these walls now without all the lights and shit in the way. Alright. This should go very quick now. Look at how fast it's going. Yeah. Let's see. Alright. And upsy daisies. And what we'll do is we'll just copy the walls and then drag them back over to that scene. Because I don't feel like setting up the effects all over again. It'll be easier, maybe it'll be easier to copy paste the walls over. We will see. Alright. And I kind of lucked out. I think of all the maps for this adventure, this is the only one that required any sort of work on the walls at all. But you can see what a difference it makes on a map that doesn't have special effects drawing the walls versus a map that's all fucked up from special effects and lighting. Ideally, you want to get all of your walls built before you start dicking around with your special effects. You do not want to try to draw foundry walls while your special effects are in place. That's my pro tip. That's my free pro tip. Alright. Go over here, down, over. Beautiful. Let's see. There we go. And this does have some weird shapes to it, too, which, you know, makes it like it would be a lot harder for the walls to be drawn. And I know that there is a, with Supiku maps, you can do, there is a tier where they give you the foundry stuff, and I think I am in that tier. Generally, I like to do walls on my maps, or the maps I'm using myself, because it makes me look harder at the map, and I notice things about the map that I might not notice if I just used it with the maps walls already done. Something that I'm experiencing with Curse of Strahd. Curse of Strahd, almost all the maps have been done by Benios maps, and a lot of times when I'm running it, I don't actually know how or why he set things up the way he did. And I get a little confused, which is always a bad feeling when you're the DM, to not 100% understand the map that you're running. Alright. Let's see. These will be doors. There we go. And these doors will all be locked, because why wouldn't he? Alright, so those are the stairs that lead down, and that takes us into that room. There's a bunch of pillars down here, so we will go ahead and do terrain walls for that. And we will do some of these here hexagons. There we go. Yeah, that works. Alright. And let's see. These should paste into the... Alright, into the bottom right of wherever I click my cursor. So if I click my cursor here, there we go. So I click cursor, and then to the bottom, to the right and down of my cursor is where it will paste the wall. So that's a good thing to know if you want to quickly paste and place pillars and whatnot in your game. Alright. I'm not too concerned about making everything perfect because, I don't know, I just really don't care. Let's see. Yeah, we'll throw one right there too, to show like the pillar of the stairs. Excellent. So now we have walls. I'm going to go ahead and select everything. I'm going to copy everything. And we're going to go back to the throne. And I'm going to grab the existing walls that are here and delete them because they have been cruel to me. And then we're going to left click here and a paste. Hey, almost perfect. Almost perfect. All right, we're going to select everybody and we're just going to kind of nudge everything over. When we're happy with where it is, we'll go ahead and hit shift and release, and that should move everybody into place. Nice. Could probably move it down just a smidge. We'll do just about there. Why am I holding down shift? Because when you hold down shift, you get more accurate placement of your stuff. All right. I know you say you don't care. My OCD makes me want to mention this, though. I think you missed one hex. Really? Where do you think I missed it? Right side of the top half. Oh yeah, down here in the bottom corner. Ooh, all right. For you, I will try to add it. Hold on. If you have OCD though, you may never want to watch me prep again. That's just a health warning for you. All right, so now that we have the walls in place, let's add some golden torches. So we're gonna go to shit. Where's our golden torches at? Light bulb. There we go. And we'll drag this out. Looks good. We'll go here and we'll try to make it gold. And then we'll go to light animation and we'll just make it a flickering light. Not a huge fan of the torches in Foundry 10. I find flickering lights to be a little bit better. I'm going to turn attenuation up to max because I think it just provides better looking light. And unlike the walls, when you paste lights, they just sort of go wherever the fuck they want. There's no secret like click here and it will appear where you need it to go. They really just sort of randomly spawn in the general proximity. All right. Go back over here. It is really beautiful though, the effects that you can create in Foundry. I know that my patience with Foundry has been pretty low lately. Part of it was dying from like tooth pain. Now that I'm, have that tooth removed and I'm starting to regain some of my sanity, I realized that some of the hard words and harsh things that I said about Foundry, maybe I didn't need to say all of them. But at the same time, I'm also kind of like, yeah, it's still pretty shitty, guys. I get tired of all the updates and getting used to cool mods, and the mods get outdated from updates, so it's a whole thing. Oh, you are not being picky at all. Don't worry. I appreciate it because I can be very absent-minded and I can get very distracted. So having people hang out in chat and point out stuff that I'm missing is actually very helpful for me. So thank you. All right. So Mythic transformation. He sheds his skin, so he just drops like his fucking skin on the ground, which is pretty horrifying. And that's a distraction so that he could teleport through the floor. Now he's down here, and he's hiding down here, and he's biding his time on this pyrite throne, hoping that the party will go away. So this is the remnants of his dragon, I'm gonna say. This whole shit right here. Do I have a dragon skeleton that I could put here? It'd be pretty dope if I did. I don't actually remember. Let's see. I know that we could get one real quick, but I don't know if I really want to dig it out. Let's see. All right, statues. Maybe we got a dragon statue in here. We got a dragon statue. We got a dragon head, a gold dragon head, no less. That's kind of dope. All right, that's pretty cool. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put this fat boy dragon head right there. Hype. All right. So anyways, he's down here on this throne made from the remnants of his dragon, and all these statues down here, of course, will come to life during the battle, and, fight and all that jazz. These golden snakes over here, they're the ones that are going to breathe out. Lexaeus, you summed up my feelings perfectly. It is a hodgepodge of too many features and too much bloat. And when you finally build a setup that you like, in my case, because I use a hosting service, my hosting service is like, cool, for security reasons, everyone has to upgrade to this new version because we don't want to provide security for previous versions. And then I have to upgrade and I lose my beautiful environment that I built and I have to do all my shit all over again. And it kills me. It fucking kills me. So yeah, I am always on the lookout for something similar to Foundry that is more stable. So hopefully some of these new platforms that are coming out can deliver the beauty and the elegance and the fun of Foundry, but maybe with some more stability, because I'm just getting worn out on that shit. But I won't lie, it's gorgeous. You ain't gonna get shit looking this good on Roll20. I'm just sorry. You're just not gonna get shit looking this good on Roll20. But you know what? Running updates all the time ain't fun either. So, at what price are you willing to pay? Alright, so anyways, that's the adventure. When he gets down here, he will have pretty much all the same abilities that he had up top, but he'll have a new layer action, and it will be these snake heads will fill the entire room with gas that turns you to gold. As well as the dragon head right here. So this dragon head and then these 6 snake heads will fill the room with poison gas. That's the only difference here. So it's like the same fight, just, you know, you got to do it twice because that's how mythic monsters like to do you. I had thought maybe when he shed his skin, he'd have like the lower body of a snake and we'd throw that stuff in there, blah, blah, blah. I don't really feel like we need to do that. I think he's cool enough as it is. So yeah, that is going to be the Island of Gold. I guess we'll run it next week because no session tonight or it would have started already. I went a little bit over, probably because I was fucking around with Photoshop Beta, trying to see if we could get predictive AI generation to do all the work for us. Short answer is no, it's not really that good yet, especially if you're already good at Photoshop. You could probably just do it faster yourself. But we have a map of the island ready. We have all the locations that we need. I got all the monsters ready to go. I think it's going to probably be 2 sessions. There's going to be some sailing involved to get there, discussion of what to do, going over the constellation and the background of the island and whatnot. Then they're going to go onto the island and do all those things. And then, of course, there's going to be the divvying up the treasure at the end and stripping down the ship. So, yeah, I anticipate this taking up two sessions easily. All right, cool. So, quick announcements before I adjourn. Tomorrow night, we're going to do some Outlaws of Alcastar prep. We may or may not play some Solasta tomorrow night. We're not sure. Then we've got, what do we got? Tuesday, we got Pathfinder Abomination Vaults with Ashwin, and we've got Cyberpunk Red with Dom. Wednesday, we're going to play some more Dragon's Dogma. The goal is to finish Dragon's Dogma before the end of July, because starting in August, we're going to do a 4-player co-op playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. So 4-player co-op playthrough could probably take the rest of our lives at 4 hours a week, but we're going to give it a shot anyways. So that'll be starting in August. Thursday, we got Curse of Strahd Nightfall. Friday, we're going to do a vodcast. I think we'll probably, unless Dom doesn't want to, we should do a vodcast about... I kind of want to do a vodcast about DMs saying no, because Orf was talking about that today, and I got some pretty strong opinions about that. There's a lot of like belief that DMs should always say yes, yes and. I don't think that's true, and I think it's definitely something worth discussing. So maybe we'll do that on Friday. Saturday morning we got Red Hand of Doom, almost the end. 2 sessions left. I swear to God, this time 2 sessions left. It has to be because the rest of my Saturdays for the summer are booked up. So it's got to be this coming Saturday and the following Saturday. Sunday we will have Curse of Strahd Daybreak. We do have an opening in Curse of Strahd Daybreak, so we have 1 seat available. It is not a first come first serve situation, but if you are interested, hit me up on Discord. And then Sunday night, we'll be back here to run Mythic Odysseys for reals. and hopefully experience this island of gold and see people get eaten by a goldfish. That'd be pretty exciting. All right, hope everybody has a good week, and I will see you next time.